So I just myself up on one of those bird scooters. I just broke my... What's going on, everybody? Tone here. Welcome back to another video. This one's a little bit different than the videos I've posted in the past. As you can see, I messed up my hand and I'm here to tell you guys about that. I've been getting a lot of questions about how it happened, where it happened, what happened. So I figured I would just make a video, let everybody know, and that way I could just do it one time and that would be it. So on Tuesday afternoon, I got out of work around 4 o'clock. When I walked out of work, there was one of those bird scooters, like right on the sidewalk when I walked out of the door. If you guys don't know what those are, they're electric scooters that they put in different cities across the US. You just like pay to ride them. They go 18 miles an hour, which is pretty fast for something like that. Usually I just Uber home after work, but this time I was like, you know what, let me ride the scooter, which I ride all the time. It was nothing new, I always take them here and there. But I was like, alright, let me take this scooter, I'm gonna go grab a coffee, and then I'll just Uber from there home. I hopped on the scooter, I started going down the road, and you can't ride the scooters on the sidewalk anymore, so you have to use them in the bike lane. So that's what I was doing, I was in the bike lane. I was going against traffic, so cars were coming towards me and I was going towards them. But there was a light and there was probably 5 or 6 cars stopped at the red light. I was in between those cars and the sidewalk. I was riding in that lane. I was going top speed, which is 18 miles an hour. The sidewalk ended and there was a big, like almost like caution tape, but it was just like a bunch of flags taping off this little area that had a bunch of dirt and rocks, and there were like cones and stuff. So when I was riding and I saw that, I looked over to the right. The cars are still at the red light. As I saw that, I looked over to the right to make sure I had enough space in between the cars that were at the light and all these cones and these flags and shit. I looked over to the right, made sure I had space, and then when I looked forward, I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if I jerked the handlebar a little bit or I hit a rock, but it just suddenly just stopped and I flew over the handlebars. If you've ever skateboarded and you're going really fast and you're pushing or you're just cruising and your wheel hits the littlest pebble, but it just hits it in the right spot, your skateboard just instantly stops and you go flying. That's exactly what happened. I looked over to the right, I looked back forward, and the scooter just instantly stopped. I flew over the handlebars, I hit the ground, and then I slid probably like 5 to 10 feet. I got a bunch of road rash on my wrist, my forearm. I don't know if you guys can see that or how well you can see it. My shoulder, my hip, my ass, all that. I got up and I was checking myself out and I was like, alright, let me make sure I'm all good. I'm looking, I'm like, alright, I have a bunch of road rash, that's alright. I didn't hit my head, so I'm cool. I'm looking. All of a sudden I lift up my left arm and my left hand and my pinky is just on the opposite side of where it should be. So at this point I'm pretty much in shock. My pinky's all messed up. Got road rash like crazy. I just didn't really know what to do. A couple cars had stopped and they're grabbing me paper towels and stuff like that. And this one guy in a drop top Porsche dressed wicked nice, he just pulls up out of nowhere. He's like, bro, you were right. Told me to get in his car. I felt bad because I was bleeding and stuff. He had like leather seats and I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah bro, get in my fucking car. So he drives up the street. He was gonna drive me to the hospital. We drive up the street and there was a cop actually doing like traffic work or something. He told the cop to radio for an ambulance. I waited for an ambulance. He waited with me pretty much until the ambulance came. Shout out to that guy. I wish I had his name, but I don't. The ambulance came, took me to the hospital. I was there for a few hours just waiting and waiting. They finally took me in, took a couple x-rays. I'm gonna throw the picture of the x-ray up on the screen for you guys to see. And I don't know how to read x-rays, but as soon as I saw it, I knew my pinky was just broken in half. You can see the gap in my pinky and that's just it, broken. So what happened was, it was a spiral fracture. So my pinky did like a 360 and then snapped in half. I know, it's pretty crazy. So they call the hand surgeon. He's a hand specialist slash plastic surgeon. He comes down, really nice guy. He had to give me 7 shots of lidocaine in my hand, and if you don't know what that is, it's like a numbing agent. So when they inject the lidocaine, it feels like your hand is just over an open flame. It's just a burning sensation that is just terrible. But I had to get 7 of those to completely numb my hand. He took me into another room. He had to put my finger back in place, and because it spun around, he had to pull it out, spin it back, and then push it back in. He did that, put on this cast. This is a temporary cast. In 6 days, I have to go have surgery to actually get metal pins put in my hand so it can keep my finger in place. So yeah, that's what happened. That's how I fell. That's how I got hurt. I wish the story was a little bit more epic. I guess it is in a lot of ways, but it was a really gnarly fall. I could have gotten really messed up. I told myself when I was in midair to put my hands and my arms in front of my face, and I think doing that really just saved my face, my jaw, my teeth, everything. But yeah, I'm here. I'm good. Hopefully this will heal up in a few weeks and I'll be good to go. But in the meantime, we're still going to be dropping content. I know that I'm taking forever, but there is a new vlog on the way. We went to a pool party a few weeks ago. It was fun. I can't wait till you guys see it. It'll be up on the channel in a couple days. I promise. I know I'm taking forever, but it will be up, and we will be getting a lot more videos up on the channel as well. Make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. It would really mean a lot to me. If this has ever happened to you in any way, shape, or form, let me know. Let me know what you were riding, what you broke, what you sprained. I'm really curious to see. We'll be back with another video soon, like I said before. Remember, stay 10 toes down, stay positive, live your life, live your dreams, gang.